Hey guys, I'm Janet on occasion, and we are starting a campaign. Isn't that fun? So we haven't done that before on the channel. I mean, we had the lore campaign, the lore play, but of course that wasn't, me talking about the campaign as such. That's more me talking about the lore. This one is going to be a straight-up Let's Play, which we've never done before, so it should be really exciting. I mean, I'm excited, and I hope you guys are too. So, as you can see, I'm going to play on hard mode. I'm not going to play on very hard, because I do want some leeway. I often do play on very hard difficulty. Certainly did with Total War 1, but I'm still learning the ropes, and I hope to sort of learn the ropes with you guys. And as well as that, it means that we do have a little bit more wiggle room to sort of go off on random adventures, which might not actually be, the smartest decisions. Because I do want you guys to, come up with suggestions, interesting places that I can go and conquer, things that you might have done in your campaigns. So I will be playing as Tyrion. I'm not going to do the campaign introduction. But I've got to say, that I went through it and it was the most tedious thing for me, because obviously I've played a lot of Total War. But if you're a new player, that is the best tutorial any Total War game has ever had. They have really done a good job on it, and I can't stress that enough. So if you're new, go check out that that campaign introduction, because it teaches you all the basics and a lot of things that I've just sort of known from I've just picked it up over the years of playing Total War. I don't think it's ever really been explained to me. It's just stuff I've noticed over the years that I sort of take for granted. So it's interesting, sort of like high ground and all the rest of it. It's good. So you should definitely check it out if if you feel you have to. But yeah, it is very tedious if you already know all these things. But yeah, so with the High Elves, so I'm going to start on Ulth 1 with Tyrion. I'll be starting in Lothern. But yeah, so obviously, they've got a few little, race attributes. It says right there. Could just read, couldn't I? So they have intrigue, which is great, so they get influence through random sort of events and things like that. And yeah, you can spend that to basically meddle in other people's affairs. So you can make other factions hate each other, or make more factions like you, which is really useful. So it means you can get trade deals from people that otherwise, aren't really, they aren't really compatible with your way of thinking. So it's pretty cool, but I'm hoping to use it mainly to meddle in other people's affairs and make them fight each other, because I'm a bit of a jerk like that. So also, trade, it does what all the old Total War games did, which I've really missed as a mechanic. It lets you see provinces that you trade with. You can see their territory, which is something you always used to be able to do, but they got rid of it for Total War Warhammer, and they've just brought it back as like a special, race attribute for the High Elves. So very unusual, but very useful. Incredibly so, in fact, because yeah, you can just see so much more of the map. You can see what's going on, what the other factions are doing. If people are at war with the people that you're trading with, you can see how they're doing, because you can see their territory, which is really good. And also martial prowess, which is, I think, a bit weird. It's a bit boring as a trait. It's basically they just have better melee defense, melee attack. I think it's plus 12 melee defense and plus 2 melee attack if they have more than half health in a unit. So it just means that basically once they get a bit knackered, they're worse, which seems like a bit of a rubbish power, like murderous prowess. That's such a fun mechanic for the Dark Elves, but no, instead High Elves are just a bit better if they're healthy, which seems a bit boring. But it does reflect the tabletop rules fairly well, I think. It's a good sort of estimate of how that might go down. So, since we're playing as Tyrion, initial challenge easy, because, well, it is actually, we're on Ulth 1, it's a, pretty friendly place. Some of the other elves are a bit annoying, but we'll deal with them. But you can see, we get recruitment duration down, which is great for infantry and cavalry, which is very useful. Minimum of 1, of course. But also, the Lord effects, we get great upkeep bonuses for spearmen, archers and silver helms. Just for Tyrion's army, but we will be recruiting them. And of course we start with Neathclaw Boltthrower and a Flamespire Phoenix. So, I'm sure you know most of this already, but I think it's worth going over, right? This is going to be the campaign that we're going to be playing for a while. So it should be really fun. So I'm going to hit start, and we're going to watch the, watch the cinematic.
Who are the Asur? An enigma to men and dwarfs, who know them as High Elves. At the center of the great ocean lies Ulth 1, a paradise created by the Old Ones. But when the stellar gates collapsed, demons flooded the mortal plane. All was lost until Anarion the Defender strode forth. The first Phoenix King vanquished the demons with the aid of the Archmage, Calador Dragon Tamer. It was Calador and his elven mages who created the Great Vortex. A swirling maelstrom that siphoned the excess magic, withering demonkind. With the world purged of chaos, the elves took it upon themselves to become guardians and stewards. The twin-tailed comet is oft seen as an omen, but this time its wake brought great peril.
The dragon with two tails flies lower than before. Its trail disturbs the vortex.
I have felt a change in the winds of magic.
Then write it, brother. Lead the mages of Safari. Bring all in the White Tower to bear if you must.
Such lore is currently beyond us.
I suggest a scrying ritual in the Pool of Isha. It may provide us with the answer.
Such a ritual requires fragments of fallen waystones. Far more than we have.
Then we find more. Make ready your ritual, Lawmaster Talarian. You will have your fragments.
I shall start the search in Lustria.
Lustria?
My brother will search here, in Ulthuan.
Why do you care so much about the greater world?
Why do you not? Stay here, brother. Protect Ulthuan. But I venture beyond our borders.
And while you meddle in far-flung continents, I will ensure you have a home to return to. Fellow Azure, rally to my banner. Ulthuan is under attack, and the Great Vortex imperiled like never before. The Druki invade us in number. No doubt Malekith or his twisted crone of a mother have sensed weakness in the Vortex. Their attack is blatant. They come directly for the sea gates of Lothern. The seat of the Phoenix King must not fall. Finnobar has entrusted me to lead the counterattack. Join my cause, brave Azure, and together we shall overcome. The Druki cannot be allowed to despoil the sanctity of Ulthuan. Draw your weapons, and by Azurian's will shall we prevail.
So, great little speech there from Tyrion there. So, you know, it says how we play. That's basically the same as, you know, what it said in the campaign screen. You know, we can deal with that. That's fine. Okay, first mission. So this Talarian here, the Lore Master, who's you know, helping us with this whole vortex problem. So, my prince, with the vortex faltering, we should look upon our infrastructure and enhance its properties. We cannot afford to stagnate in such a troubled age. So, yes, I will be doing fancy voices for these people, of course. Oh, another mission issued. Well, okay, so we have to capture and occupy a settlement belonging to the following faction, the Cult of Excess. So, my prince, I fear the purpose of this ill-advised invasion by our dark elf kin, the Drukii, or Druki. Honestly, guys, I want to say Drukii, because, you know, it's like Triarii, right? It's more Latin, but I don't think it's supposed to be based on that. But maybe it is, I don't know, but I'm going to say Drukii. Guys, that's what I've decided. So I'm going with that. The Drukii is to distract us from their true cause. The search for scrolls is a concern, and we cannot let them sully Ulthuan either, let alone encroach on Lothern. I will focus on preparing the first ritual, while you defend our homeland and expel these fools. And fools they are. So you can see here, we get some money out of it. We get some influence, which we can use to meddle in people's affairs. Oh, and it's also used for recruiting better lords and heroes, which you know, we'll need for that. And it also gives us way fragments, which are, you know, fragments of waystone, and they're important for our rituals. This is our ritual currency. That's the High Elves. So, so we'll be doing that. So, basically, I've played this early game before. I haven't got very far into a Tyrion campaign. In fact, I haven't really got very far in any campaign yet. I've just played a lot of different ones, but I decided this would be a fun one to start with. So, yeah, so as you can see, straight away, we got the Cult of Excess all over the place. So, first off, my plan is to take Glittering Tower, because it's closest, and they tend to build an army over here. So I can then go up there, meet that one, and then get to Angeriel before they build another one. At least up to, you know, any considerable strength. And then that way, hopefully I can get to the Shrine of Asuryan before these stupid little... they always make a beeline for the Shrine of Asuryan, but I wanna get there first, because I don't want to have to go to war with them to complete this province. Because you see, you know, Angeriel and Shrine of Asuryan, they're in the same province, and I want both of them. I don't want to have to fight someone for that, and it does give mad bonuses. So we'll see. So thank you, Tyrion. You can go now. So first off, I'm going to upgrade Lothern, because I mean you've got to do that nice and early. And I'm going to get the Glittering Tower straight away, because this army is plenty. As you can see. So I've got, you know, not a lot to fight. So we're going to take to the battlefield, because I want to show off all the units, because, you know, we haven't done that yet. Okay, so guys, you might notice that I am actually skipping loading screens. I'm going to just edit them out. They're not too long on my computer. I've got, you know, an SSD that it's installed on, and, you know, but sometimes they drag on a bit, and I can't be bothered to deal with that. Let's keep into the action, right? So one thing, yeah, you might also notice is my scroll speed is ridiculously slow. So let's fix that. I do that when I'm doing replays for the like cinematic shots, you know, for the battle replays. So yeah, so that'll be much better. Oh, thanks. I can move again. So as you can see, you know, Total War Warhammer 2 just has the most incredible vistas now. So there's actually minor settlement, you know, fights again, which is great. So battle minor settlements. So here, you know, beautiful High Elf statues, beautiful High Elf cities, little camps here for the, you know, garrison. It's just fantastic. Big wall here with an aqueduct. I mean, who knows? It's just all amazing. So as you can tell, I'm still very excited about this game. I mean, I've been playing it for a few days now, but I'm still very excited. Look at this. This is so cool. Alright, let's just get fighting, shall we? Because that, you know, I get distracted. And look at the rainbow for some reason. Probably the winds of magic there showing through. You know, it's a very magical land. And as we all know, rainbows are magic. That's just science. So, first off, I get my archers, spread them out. Eagle Claw Bolt Thrower, I'll just put that on, you know, infantry killing mode, because, well, you know, there's only infantry that I'm dealing with, so... so Tyrion is going to just run out in front, and my Flame Spire Phoenix I'm going to keep separate. So, I'm going to group that one, and group that one. So, so, group 1 here. We have Spearmen. So, these will obviously be the backbone of our army, and they look fantastic. They look so good. Just amazing. And also, we have the archers. So these archers, not a lot of armor-piercing damage, you'll see. So here, like 20 missile damage, great range, but not a huge amount of armor-piercing. So these guys are great in the early game, just for like killing infantry. They're fantastic against Skaven. But later on, when we've got like dark shards with shields that we're contending with, these guys are gonna really have to, you know, they're gonna have to pull their finger out, frankly. It's gonna be a tough matchup for them. Though they will be able to get a load of hits off before, you know, the others get in range. They do have that advantage, which would be interesting. So here, of course, leading, we have Tyrion, who's gone invisible. I hate it when he does that. It's so inconvenient. So Tyrion, as you can see, great weapon strength. Not a lot of armor piercing though, but he does get magical and flaming attacks later on, so that definitely makes up for it. And and yeah, I've been speaking to a friend of mine who's been playing in the late game, and he's got about 1,000 weapon strength, thanks to items and upgrades and things. So this guy can be a real powerhouse. So, absolutely fantastic. And then, of course, we have the Flame Spire Phoenix. So, yeah, so that about sums it up for our... Oh, and the Eagle Claw, I suppose. So, Flame Spire Phoenix. So, great, you know, armor-piercing damage here. So, what is his armor-piercing damage? It's 230, so that is really significant. He's got this great Bombard ability. So, you know, he can just rain fire down on people, and that's got, like, no cooldown. You can just spam that and, you know, waste them all in about 3 seconds. So really impressive, and there is a chance that if it does die, it'll come back to life. So, yeah, not to be sniffed at. This Phoenix is fantastic. So much use out of him in this game, especially in sieges, as you'll see later on. So, and last of all, we have the Eagle Claw Bolt Thrower. So, I love this thing. So, it's got 2 firing modes. One is the standard round, which has a bonus versus large, and then there's this multi-shot round, which has a bonus versus infantry. So, it will put armor-piercing damage down a lot, and but it'll shoot so many more projectiles. So basically it'll be a big scatter shot that'll hit loads of units, and it does do enough damage to really hurt infantry. But against against Chosen and things like that, I find you're better off just using the standard round, and it'll just skewer a few, like you know, the Dwarven Ballista and stuff does. You know, it'll be more like that. So against crashing infantry, this thing can just clean up. So right. So I'm not going to be going through the units every time, but every time we get a new unit in our army, I will want to talk about it. Because, I mean, of course we will, right? So, straight up, let's move out.
Very well.
Yeah, let's just say attack, right? In fact, 2 into Dark Shards. Let's go for each of them. And let's get the Phoenix in there. And the Eagle Claw Bolt Thrower. Let's go in the middle. Yeah. And also, one fun thing is this army is led by Bane. Which, you know, got to enjoy that, right? So obviously the Phoenix here is having a great time. He's having a wonderful time. Oh, I love this thing. Oh, that was a bit of a miss. It's fine, I got more. So yeah, so as you can see, you can just do wonders at, you know, really ruining the day for pretty much everything, actually. So everyone else is just clumped up here, that's fine. I'm too busy with the Phoenix to worry about it too much. So, yeah, things are going well. I'm just going to get on top of him. And let's try and stop this guy. And they can keep chasing. So, you know, very simple army to defeat, not a problem. Oh god, Eagle Claw. Careful. So, let's get out of this. So, yeah, so that was a fun one. So yeah, I will leave this loading screen in, because sometimes it's nice to actually talk about the battle at the end, but there's no point, you know, just plodding into it, right? So so here you can see they got 1 kill. Yeah, obviously, you know, I'm having real trouble with these Dark Elves at the moment. No, seriously, these the elite units you get given at the start of a campaign, you can basically just win it with them. They are so useful. I mean, you can see they lost quite a few, but really, like, you know, my Phoenix didn't get a lot of kills. It's just sort of spread out between my guys. But it's just the fact that the Flamespire Phoenix, that bombard ability, it'll just do so much damage to the enemy. But it won't really kill a lot of models. But you can whittle their HP down so much that as soon as your front line actually engage with them, or your archers start firing at it, every hit will be a kill, because they just don't have that reserve of health for any of their models. So, and it really affects their morale. They really don't like having fire falling from the sky on top of them. Which, I guess is, you know, that sort of art imitating life in that respect. So, yeah, it's pretty fun. So we only lost the 1, so that's good. Hopefully we can replace him soon.
Fear the might of Ulthuan.
So you can see, getting some loot. That's always good. Not a lot, but, you know, we really just want the province, don't we? So, ooh, Sacred Incense. I haven't seen that one before. What does that do? Is he going to show me? Not yet, apparently. That's a shame. I'll have to see what that item does. So, yeah, very good victory. And obviously, we're just going to occupy this. We don't want to have to deal with, you know, sort of provincial instability or anything. So we don't want to upset anyone by sacking the place. Because you've got to remember, this is our land. We're not here to sack it. These aren't our enemies. We're liberating this town. So we're just going to occupy it. So, we did it. So, is this new? No, this is the same text as before. So, as you can see, we got some wave fragments, some influence, only 2 though, which is nothing. Can't do anything with that. But we did get another 1,000 quid, so that's great.
Champion of
So, another one. So, provincial control. They want us to maintain control of 1 province, either by direct ownership or through vassals and military allies. I'm not sure why we'd go down that route of vassalizing or, you know, military ally. It's our first province. We need a province. So anyway, it is no surprise that the Dark Elves prove stubborn, my prince. They have always coveted Ulthuan since before the Sundering. But they have no place here. Purge the province of Drukiai. This is a Sir land. And it is. It definitely is. We will do that, Loremaster Tolarian. Thank you. Thanks for pointing that out. As you can see, more influence, more wayfrag, more money up for grabs for doing something we're going to do anyway. So these starting missions, they really do help you get a foothold, you know, in the campaign. So, right, what do I want first? I think first off, ooh, this is a tough one. You know what, I'm going to go with Inspiring Presence, which isn't particularly useful, sort of, on its own. I mean, keeping that leadership up is good, but my guys aren't going to run away, because I'm going to be winning all these early matches, because, you know, all these early battles, because they are going to be very simple. But it does mean I can get combined elites, which is really useful, because it means all of my basic stuff can just get, you know, great bonuses, which is really good. And actually, this is slightly different to the other starting thing for most other lords. Tyrion's got his own one, which is slightly better. The other one is usually just sort of the basic archer spearman, I think. It's called like militia something. That the other lords get. But no, Tyrion gets combined elites, which as you can see, you know, helps out a lot of my units. So if I can get this in, then all the units I'm going to be having in the early game are going to be hugely buffed. And I do tend to bring them to the late game, because they end up with a load of chevrons, and they're still useful. It's good to have like those backbone infantry, I think. So, we have Glittering Tower now. So, I am very tempted to build a militia camp, so I can get rid of it in Lothern. But I'm going to be able to level that up quicker and get access to, you know, the Lothern Sea Guard. So I'm just going to leave it in Lothern for now, because we will get more building slots and we can move things around later. Pardon me. So first off, we're going to get the homestead, because I just want as much growth as possible. So if we can get this, we can start upgrading everything really quickly, because growth is a bit of a problem. As you can see, population surplus of 0, and it's going to take 5 turns. Growth is a real problem in this title. It's something you've really got to work towards. In the first game, you know, growth was pretty quick. You get all of the initial sort of provinces upgraded to, you know, 1 or 2 in a few turns. In this one, though, you've got to work for it. And I intend to just spam the hell out of these homesteads, so I can get just as good growth as possible and get all of my province upgraded as quickly as possible. Because the more building slots I have, the more money I can make, you know, and the more defenses I can get, the more recruitment. So that's what I'm doing. I'm going to try and push that as quickly as possible. So, yeah, I can't really do much else this turn, you know, with my own territory. Obviously, you know, I can't really move him. He's just occupied this place. So he's probably, you know, in the office doing admin, changing all the names of all the deeds. So, you know, it's all him rather than Bane who owns everything. But I do want to get some trade agreements. So, Everest always seemed to like me. See, look, 53. Very impressive. So, I'm not very powerful right now, though, so they can be a bit funny. But I'm going to try and get the trifecta here.
Very well.
And I did. So now you can see, if we back out of here, we can see all of their land now. So this is really useful. So there's a load of Norskans around here. Like, we'll see if they're encroaching on our territory, because these guys will be a great, you know, line of sight for us. So that's going to be incredibly useful. So also, who else likes us? These guys do.
I can speak.
So let's see what they can do.
Pray tell, what
So it looks
brings
like we
you
might be able to get the
before
same
us?
trifecta. So I'm going to go for this, you know, the military access, the non-aggression, and the trade agreement. Because I think that's possible.
Your will is
And
done.
it is. So that's fantastic. So now that we've done that, we actually have line of sight over a lot of Ulthuan now. So this is really good. So what I've noticed in this early campaign is Tyrannoch just hate us for no particular reason, and so does Safari. So that's going to be a pain. So we're going to have to probably fight both of these factions at some point. Both of these factions. I say here because usually they come down and take Calador's repose, which is very annoying. Naughty. Although, what are they doing there? Oh, that's Calador. Oh, of course it is. I was thinking that was Nagaraith. They have similar flags. Similar-ish flags. See, that's what I was mistaking it for. So, you know, still something flying, right? Anyway. So, yeah, I think that's probably our turn done. I mean, we can't get any... see, look, we don't have the building for military advancements yet. We need the rally field, which we won't get until we get Lothern to level 2, because that's here. So we need this first. So that'll be important to get nice and early. So yeah, let's skip our turn and see what all the other factions are doing. So one thing which you may notice, occasionally it shows this balance of power, and that's for any, you know, faction you've discovered. which is really good. I think that is a great touch they added to the UI, which I haven't seen anyone else talk about yet. I think it's really important, because it means it gives you a really good idea of, you know, if suddenly something that you hadn't really, you know, you encountered them a while ago and, you know, you kind of shrugged them off, it wasn't useful to be in that area of the world, and you can see suddenly if they've gained a lot of strength, just in the end turn. So you're actually learning stuff from that just tedious wait for your turn to end. So it's pretty good. So now you can see my growth has gone up a bit, so that's good. That's very good, in fact. So now I can start moving Tyrion. So really, I should have recruited some units. I was very stupid not to recruit units on that last turn. Yeah, it's because I haven't really had to talk about this stuff before as I'm doing it. It's very distracting. You guys are very distracting. So I'm actually getting 2 spearmen and 1 archer unit. So that should be fine. And it doesn't look like they actually have a garrison here, so it looks like it'll be, yeah, in Angerial, which is interesting. I don't think it usually did that. But it's fine. You know, I don't need many units to deal with them, because I've got some fantastic ones here, so should be fine. So I'm just going to sit on my money, because I can't spend anything on anybody. So I'm just going to carry on, I suppose. One thing I could do is actually recruit another lord, just a really cheap rubbish one, and go for these treasures, which might help actually. So yeah, you know what? Let's play fast and loose, shall we? So disorganized, upkeep for archer, spearmen, lothern, seaguard, and bolt throw units. No. Sometimes you can get these that are actually just, you know, really good. Physical resistance, no. Inaccurate. Range and missile damage down. Soft-hearted. Missile damage for everything. Okay. Please tell me there's some cheap ones down here. There are none. See, sometimes you can get a roll which is really handy. It'll just be sort of extra expense for chariots. You know, extra upkeep for chariots. And like, I'm not going to have chariots in these armies. You know, not in this random little seafaring ones. There's no point. However, I might need to get some archers and spearmen if, you know, something takes my fancy and I need to actually go attack something. If I need to raise an army with him, I don't want all the basic units to cost me more, you know? So, I think I might go for pigeon-chested, actually. Well, that just makes her worse, not the units. That makes him... I don't know, I'll go for pigeon-chested. Why not? He'll be fine. And we can send him off to go exploring, which I think will be useful. These treasures, you know, you can get some great stuff in them. Sometimes it's just like a flat 5,000 quid you get given for it, which, yeah, that's not to be sniffed at. So, now I think we can end turn again. So the Tower of Lycian will be ours soon. I think that's how it's pronounced, Lycian. Lycian. Lycian? Lyshawn. How about Lyshawn? We should call it Lyshawn. Like, you know, Sean Bean. Lyshawn. No, Lycian is probably correct. Yeah, I don't know all the pronunciations of these. Weirdly, I'm actually quite good at pronouncing some of the Lizardmen ones, because they've got incredibly weird pronunciations. So there's actually a guide in the battle book, but I don't think there's actually a pronunciation guide for the elves. It's just sort of, you know, expected you can speak Elvish, I suppose. So yeah, here we go. So again, this is going to be a really easy fight. I don't want to auto-resolve it though, because auto-resolve tends to just really punish you. There just seems to be sort of a minimum amount of damage it'll give to your troops. So we'll fight it. Okay, so yeah, same as last time. Let's spread these guys out a bit. Gonna go straight through this little camp, because, well, why not, eh? Tell you what, let's go over here. It's much more fun. So, and if you want to come doing the controls there, if you select some units, you can hold Alt to shimmy around, and if you hold Control at the same time, you can turn them around. And if you let go, obviously this is only when the battle started, if you let go of this while holding Alt, they'll run, but if you're holding Control, they'll walk to that location. So some good shortcuts. So very useful. So yeah, definitely worth knowing that. And also, if you hard group like this, one right click on the enemy and they'll march in formation, and they'll do an attack move order. So each thing will just pick the target that's in front of it and go for it, which means they'll attack in formation. Which is really useful. It really saves on micro, because you can just attack and then, you know, move your cavalry around and do lots of micro, knowing that these guys are going to charge in. So that's very useful, especially against the AI that don't tend to do anything annoying. Because one irritating thing is, say this is an enemy flying unit, and they had a line here. I could attack, but then a load of them would see the flying unit, assume I wanted them to attack that, and then stand still because they can't reach it. So the AI doesn't tend to put flying units, you know, just in front of your lines to annoy you. But that is a great tactic in multiplayer to, you know, deny someone a charge, which is quite funny. Tedious, but funny. So we'll put that on infantry again. I'll just go for the bleak swords. Send the phoenix up here. And I outranged them, so, you know, it's not a problem. Hey, what? I'm going to move these guys up a bit. Because I want to be able to charge them. So we should be in range soon. Let's get a good line on these guys, shall we? So, oof, very nice hit. Very nice indeed. Now let's go for another spin. Oh, I see what you're trying to do. Oh, look at that! They're very sneaky today. So, yeah, they're having a terrible day. Oh no, he's going to miss that, isn't he? So yeah, they're being very sneaky this time around. Sorry guys, I'm very engrossed in this. I just love aiming these shots. So let's get in again. I mean, they're going to be shooting my Phoenix a bit, but my Phoenix can replenish really quickly, so it's not really a problem. And come on, let's... Oh no! They're actually reaching my spearmen. Run away! Oh, we win. So there we go. It's very easy to wrap up these guys, and you'll see I don't even know if I lost one.
The Assur have triumphed.
So as you can see, I lost 0 units, and some more money, and, you know, I've got my whole province now, which is great. So I'm going to complete that mission. Complete that quest. Oh, I never looked at what that did. I must look at these things. So Biting Blade plus 8 armor piercing damage, and this thing, oh, who knows. So, I don't know why it doesn't say anything when you hover over it. It does for Biting Blade. Seems unusual, doesn't it? So, so anyway, I lost 0 units, which is far more favourable than the auto-resolve that I could get. I mean, I could replenish and just recruit more units or whatever, and I'd probably still be fine. But I do like to keep my units healthy, especially with martial prowess. So we're going to occupy this place. So plus 8 armor piercing damage, which is nice, you know, it's something. I suppose. It'll do. So, mission successful. So, we got another 2,000 quid. 5 influence and 7 wave fragments. You see now, 7 influence, still not really enough to do much with. But we're starting to gain some wave fragments, which is good. Oh, another thing with the wave fragments is every city you have will give you +1 per turn. So the bigger empire, the better. So obviously there will be better ways to gain fragments, but having a big, you know, a big empire can still benefit you for that, you know, this race. So that's interesting. It's good to know. So next mission. So issue a commandment across 1 province. Or provinces. 1 provinces. With the entire province under your command, my prince, it is time to enact a commandment. Sure, Talarian. So there we go. Province secured. Straits of Lothern. So that's fantastic. And I've unlocked a right. Isn't that fun? So, new campaign mechanic. So let's have a look at this item first and level up Tyrion. Because I want to remember to do that. So here, combined elites. So extra melee defense for basically all of my units, and also some speed for cavalry when I get round to getting them. So that'll be a nice benefit. So let's have a look at that thing of his, Sacred Incense. Okay, so it gives missile resistance to people, you know, nearby. So that's quite good. That's quite nice, that. And I don't have anything else, so, you know, don't have any charted items or anything. So, yeah, I mean, I may as well keep that for now. That's rather nice. I think that'll help us in the siege. As we're approaching the gates, you know, there's use to that. So yeah, not a great loot yet, but it's not bad. Also got this trait, Great Warrior, which is his starting one. So, so that's all good. And also, army upkeep, 1700, quite steep. But as you can see, I'm rolling in money right now, thanks to all the missions. So that's pretty good. So now it is pointing out that I don't need both of these. So, I don't know guys, what do you reckon? I'm tempted to keep this in the Tower of Lycian for now. And when I do get round to upgrade it, then I can upgrade it. Because honestly, I don't think I'm going to rank 3 for a while, because these Lothern Seaguard with shields are quite expensive. and I don't really need the shields with them. I do use them as archers. In fact, I'm probably going to rely on just archers and spearmen for the most part for a while. The main reason for this is technologies. So, I don't know. We'll see, shall we? So, right, this guy, I need to get him sailing. So, off he goes. For some reason, he can't just go off that beach. Apparently, it's just not that kind of beach. So, luckily, though, we can get here in one turn. So, we'll see what this treasure is. 5,000 quid, what did I tell you? So, the wooden carcass of a ship has been discovered, strewn across a small, mysterious island. Beyond the beach, gold and other trinkets are found, surrounded by the long-dead crew, who starved whilst waiting to be rescued. Some of your own crew whisper of curses, but they can die safe and poor if they wish. So, that's a bit scary. Am I going to have to deal with something about this later? That's a bit upsetting. But hey, another 5,000. So as you can see, we are pretty flush with cash right now. Not a lot I can do with it, but we're pretty flush with cash. So, yeah, what I might actually do is get rid of this for now. I'll keep it in Lothern for now. Because, yeah, there'll be plenty other places we can build, you know, those things in. And, yeah, we just don't really need it. So here, while we're sat, you know, in this garrison, I'm going to get more units. Because, well, why not, right? You know, we need more units to go fight things. So that will affect our income, but it'll be fine. So obviously we do have to do that commandment. So Untainted, really useful, but not right now because there's 0 corruption that I have to deal with in you know, this part of Ulthuan. So that's okay. Also, unit experience for recruits seems quite good. Unfortunately, it won't affect the units that I've just got. It'll only be next turn when this comes into effect. So anything I've recruited now won't help. So this one, recruitment cost -10 for all buildings, and growth +20. Did tell you about that growth problem, and I do want to keep that going. This one, though, is very cool. Tribute to the Phoenix King, so you get income from trade, faction-wide. So obviously we get this commandment to a lot of your settlements. This is great sort of late-game stuff, I find. So you do growth, wherever it is. I just went past it. So you do growth to begin with, and then this one later on, once, you know, you've built up your, you know, settlements as much as you want to, you know. And then, yeah, and then you just get way more trade income. And Reaver Patrols is quite good, so it lowers campaign movement for enemies, and it helps you ambushing, and, you know, helps your, and it, yeah, hinders their enemy heroes. So, quite cool, but not particularly useful. I'm not going to give them the chance to attack me. So, of course, I'm going to go for Rebuild Lost Splendor, because that Splendor needs to be rebuilt. The fact that Lothern, the capital of Ulthuan, is a, you know, a rank 1 building, tier 1 building, is a little bit disappointing. I'm not quite sure what Tyrion's been doing all this time, so we'll have to do something about that. So, yeah, I think that's about it. So, I think we should end the turn. Just say this episode is going to be a relatively long one. I think I might go for about an hour. I have a timer, you know, going, but I can't actually, you know, determine exactly how long it's going to be because I'm cutting out loading screens. So, yeah. So, a lot of this stuff that I'm telling you is just admin and will be, you know, you can just ignore it after that, and we'll just talk about the game. But, you know, I want to let you know what's going on with the series, because, you know, it'll help. So, this first one will be about an hour, and then on it'll be half an hour. So, yeah, that's the plan anyway. At least near to an hour, and near to half an hour. But we'll find out. So, yeah, at the moment, not a lot is going on. Oh, Cult of Excess is attacking. Oh, blimey. Okay, not sure what to do about that now. Huh. Don't really want to send Teclis back down there. If I go for Angerial, are they going to try and help out that settlement? It is their last settlement, but the AI is a bit dumb. They might just try and sack one of mine. So that's annoying. So, mission successful. We have an elven village now in Lothern. Our capital is now a village, so that's sort of depressing. But that's fine. I didn't actually read this. Did I read this mission before? I don't remember seeing it. Or was it just one that was in there and didn't tell me? I don't know. Yeah, oh, no, I did read that one. Okay, well, we've done it now. So, also, issued a commandment. So that's great. So, a bit more money, a bit more influence. So, mission issued. Ensure that one of the following buildings have been constructed. The rally field, of course, we're trying to do that. So, as Bel Cordadris, the 7th Phoenix King, did when he built the White Tower of Hoeth. We must gather our lore, or open ancient scroll rooms and archives. The knowledge and wonders we shall uncover will aid us in these perilous times. And yeah, his voice is all over the place there. What's going on? So you can see, I can build a load more stuff. Yay! So Tower of Lycian, I can get some trade resources, which would be good. That would be nice. However, I am still quite keen just to go in for, you know, more growth. Or just, you know, more flat income and some trade, which would also be nice. Does this give you money? No, this gives you no money. Although I think salt is worth more than elven trinkets, so it will get you more money from trade. This is a tough one, actually, guys. I'm not really sure. Because, yeah, on one hand, growth will help me just get this whole province up and running really quickly. And if I've got, you know, a load of building slots, I can start putting in garrisons. I don't have to worry so much when I do the first ritual. You see, you've always got to think about the ritual. So I'm going to go with the homestead, I think, for now. Yeah. Because public order, I think, is okay for now. I will actually, probably in Lothern, need to build one of these. I need to build a plaza, so I can start building this up. Because you can see it goes right the way to tier 5. And it will give us some extra money. So I think I'll do that. And also, do you think it'd be worth getting cavalry straight away? I mean, it probably would be, wouldn't it? Or would like a grove, but cavalry is probably a good idea. Obviously, I can't build any of this stuff yet, which I will want to. But for now, seeing as how none of these places are built up, I think I might just have to build the cavalry building here. Although, it would be nice to get a noble, wouldn't it? That'd be very nice to get a noble. Ooh, and more income from entertainment buildings, which I am already building, so that could be interesting. That's all regions in this province. That's nice. What does this one do? Again, just more hero ranks. So yeah, I might want to get a noble nice and early, to be honest. Because that'd be really good. If I can get him leveled up, you know, against these just easy units, then it means I've got a really good anti-large hero for the rest of the game. So I could always build this, get a noble, and then destroy it to build something else. So that's what I'm going to do. And yes, that is very cheeky. So as you can see, I can't quite reach that. If I force march, I can reach Lothern, but then Glittering Tower is going to be in a bit of trouble. Ooh, this is a tough one. You know what, guys? I think I might gamble, actually. I think I might gamble and just head up this way. See if I can get to Angerial, because it might force them to try and attack me. And then I can, you know, just win that fight, hopefully. So yeah, I'm going to gamble, guys. And I really hope this isn't a stupid idea. Weirdly, it is letting me click right next to the settlement. It's probably because it's not in line of sight. It doesn't realise that I can't actually stand there. So yeah, it'll just go to there. So I think this will be a juicy target for him. Because with this garrison and that army, he'll probably want to fight me. That's what I'm hoping anyway. So we're going to have to wait and see. As you can see, Lothern has a fantastic garrison. That will win easily. Glittering Tower, not so much. So yeah, this could be bad. I might lose the Glittering Tower, which would ruin my entire plan. And I mean, I could send him back to Glittering Tower. But I mean, I probably couldn't win that, could I? Got Black Ark Corsairs and all sorts. So yeah, I'm just going to keep going for treasure. This could be the biggest mistake of the campaign. And I don't just mean, you know, in the early game, I just mean in general. This could go really poorly. But, you know, guys, let's roll the dice. Come on, you want to fight Tyrion, don't you? I can tell. You want to fight Tyrion. See? Told you. Okay, I just realised this is going to be a really horribly difficult fight. I mean, a lot of Dread Spears, Dark Shards, this is going to be tough. But I reckon we can do it. Yeah, why not? I mean, I can't run away, because I'm in March stance. So, this could be the end of the campaign, guys. So, it's been lovely. Thanks for joining me. No, it'll be fine. Okay, so here we are. And wow, this suddenly just looks dreadful, doesn't it? Ooh. Dreadful, because of Dread Spears. Yeah, weather's a little bit iffy, a little bit evil. You know? Can't have evil weather. So you can see the reinforcements coming from down here. They're going to be in this area. So, frankly, I'm just going to rush his reinforcements and wipe them out as quickly as possible. Because, I mean, why wouldn't I? So, but I think I will probably have to position the bolt thrower to shoot the other way. Because, yeah, he's just going to be in range of me very quickly. So this is a bold strategy, but I think it'll pay off.
Defender of Oath One.
I like exploiting this stuff.
Servant of light.
Yeah. So, let's go.
With me.
Okay, where are the reinforcements? There they are.
Onward. Seal.
So let's get some bombards on these guys. Oh, I missed that. Oh no. Okay, so we should do okay here, I think.
Eagle Claw.
Eagle Claw. Can't reach these guys yet, so that's good news. So yeah, actually doing okay against these bleak swords, to be honest. Do need to do something about them, though. So now I've reached them. Let's get in here. Where's their general? Oh, they don't have one. It's a garrison. Of course. So, we can spreading terror amongst these guys. You know what, actually, let's just get up in the air, shall we? Come on. Come on, birdie. Come on, birdie. You can do this. Get in the air. Oh, for God's sake. Okay, you got in the air a bit late. Okay, this is proving scary now. I'm scared now, guys. I'm scared. It's happened. Let's go for the Dread Spears. Okay, scared them off. Great news. And them, by the looks of it. Oh, come on. Come on, guys.
Shield of the Everqueen.
Okay, they're getting taken out far too slowly for my liking. It's okay, it's going okay. So yeah, they're all gone. Great news. Let's move them over this way. So starting to get some damage on them. I'm surprised these guys are still fighting, you know.
We will obey. By Alariel. By Alariel.
These guys are chasing me now. That's good. Okay. Let's get in here. Okay, this is definitely cutting it a bit fine. Okay, they're all starting to run. That's great news. Okay, let's get in here. I'm gonna have to just get in here as quickly as possible now. Oof, this is so tense. Come on, Eagle. Phoenix, rather. Okay, I just need to get him in here. Like, I just need to dive him in, basically. Oh, okay, and one spin would go over there. That's so annoying. Okay, let's get some bombards on these guys. This is an insane fight. It really is. Wow. So none of these are on... Yeah, they are all on skirmish. Stop it. My Eagle Claw Bolt Thrower is getting pretty damaged here. Okay, this is very scary. And there's some more there. Oh my god. This is terrifying. Don't worry, I've totally got this. Ooh, this is tense. If I'd one more turn of recruitment, this would have been fine. But no. Oh god. No, 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 none of that. None of that, please. My word. Okay, let's retreat again with these guys. I feel very bad for the Eagle Claw Bolt Thrower. Ooh, that is not good. I forgot about Murderous Prowess. I hadn't managed to trigger that any other time, because they're not very good. Okay, let's get the Blackheart Corsairs. I think that's a good shout. Okay, Tyrion's basically fighting on his own in here at the moment. These spearmen need to get out and do some work. So yeah, let's get these hand bows. So yeah, this has been costly. Very costly. Hey, Tyrion's doing fine though. Not a problem. So need to do as much damage to these guys as possible. Oh my word. Oh god. Guys. Just help me. It's going well. Don't worry guys, it's going well. Okay, I'm gonna have to pull him out, I think. Get them fighting them. Let's go help out Tyrion, shall we? I mean, you know, could be going worse. How are these still going? Murderous Prowess has got to end soon, right?
Weapons ready! Asa, advance!
Yeah, this is fine. I've got this.
We will obey.
Yeah, we've got this, don't worry.
As you say.
Okay, they're not back yet. Although, blimey. They're not enjoying her much. And she's a her. Phoenix is definitely a lady.
Heir of Anarian.
Of course she is. She's beautiful. So, Eel Claw Bolt Thrower running away. It's never good. Oh god. These Black Ark Corsairs are really messing me up.
For duty! You're a bear! Spearman!
Tyrion's doing fine.
Anarian.
Alright, I'm gonna have to get the Phoenix out of here. I can't afford to lose her.
Alariel! Archers! Without fail!
Ooh, maybe I don't have this.
Spearman!
Oh my god, these sodding handbows. They are so dangerous.
No mercy!
Oh my word. Yeah, it's these dark shards and handbows are just tearing me up. Okay, let's get in here again. God, they have so much ammo left.
Spearman! Archers!
So much ammo. Alright, let's try and shoot at them.
Battle!
Oh, stop it! Come on, stop it. Oh, he's gone. You know what? I might have lost this. What a great start to the campaign.
Of the Ever Queen.
Yeah, I just couldn't get rid of those reinforcements quick enough to put up a proper line.
Acknowledged.
Okay, come on. It's all on Tyrion now. Yeah, let's get her out of there again.
As you say.
Oh, they have such a little amount of health. This is so frustrating.
Make Oakland proud! Archers!
Come on, let's get the eagle back in. Well, Phoenix.
Anarian.
Oh my god, come on! I need to take out that general. These dark shards are going to open fire on Tyrion in a second. Okay, what else have I got?
Archers!
Good, more archers.
Asa, forward!
This is really not going to plan.
Champion!
So, I'm fighting his Dreadlord, at least trying to. I got some more units come back from up here.
Archers!
One of my archers has run out of ammo. That's normal, don't worry.
For duty! Acknowledged! Without
So is that... Yeah, that Phoenix is doing fine. I'll let him keep chasing.
Archers!
Now let's try and get rid of those guys.
Annihilate them!
This is so close. Oh! Oh! Blimey! My Flame Spy Phoenix died. But it came back. That's great news. Alright, let's try and get this Lord then.
Without fail! Without fail!
Oh, run out of ammo some more. Come on, Tyrion. Keep chasing him. Bloody hell.
Heir of Anarian! Archers!
How is this still happening?
As you say.
I've definitely got this, guys. Definitely. I mean, you know, in a way. Terror should be hitting with these guys, which is good.
We will obey. Orders understood.
Is he gonna die?
Sword
Come on.
of the Azure.
Kill him already.
Archers.
Son of a bitch won't die. Okay, I've got one more bombard. Okay, brilliant. Their lord is dead.
Heir of Anarian. Death to all. Archers.
Okay, excellent. I won. See, I told you guys. It's a piece of cake. I mean, I should have had 3 more units because I forgot to recruit on that first turn. But, yeah, I mean, piece of cake, right? It's just so easy. Yeah, I wasn't panicking at all. Yeah, it's fine. So, yeah, Pyrrhic victory. That was terrifying. And that's probably the last battle of this, you know, of this episode. So Tyrion, 184 kills. Really, he should have been doing more, I think. You know, couldn't he tell the rest of his guys needed him? But But yeah, that went horribly. I'm actually going to have to retreat to replenish here and recruit more units, I think, because unfortunately, I needed that momentum. So this is a bad start, guys. It's a bad start. But I had to save my other settlements. So, I mean, I did that, right? You know, he could have just... That army could have gone on and taken one of my settlements, and I couldn't have that. Although he might have been stupid and attacked Lothern instead, which would have been pretty dumb. But he could have done that, and I could have killed him with the garrison force easily. So, yeah, kind of hard to tell if that was the right call. Basically what I should have done is recruited on the on that first turn that I could have done. And then I could have won really easily, because I would have had 3 extra units. Which would have definitely tipped it in my favour. So, yeah, a lot to learn, guys. A lot to learn. So, yeah, 600 dead. Okay, they have way more units left than I do. Oof. Painful. I'll just wait and see what happens. Okay, so, as you can see, yeah, they've still got like 800 guys left, and I've only got 200. And I don't have martial prowess on any of these guys anymore, because they're all under 50% health. So, although I won, that was a massive loss for me. So, that's not good.
My strength grows.
But, you know, off he goes, so bye. Oh, and it's still their turn. And he's still keen to just go for my territory. You've got to be kidding me. And yeah, he's probably got the strength to do it as well. I mean, I killed his lord, but he's got a new lord now. And he's in much better health. So that's upsetting. Oh no. And what's this garrison look like? It won't tell me how much health they've got. Okay, so, as we can see, I built an elven town. Oh no, I need to build an elven town. You must strengthen your cities, my prince. For a strong foundation, you can... sorry, what? Hey, what? Oh no, I got that wrong. From a strong foundation, you can strike out in your quest to repair the vortex. The populace gathers to support you. Enhance and upgrade your settlement. That's great. Another mission issued. Okay, ensure that I have one of the following buildings. Archive, Grand Repository, or Elven Gardens. I am building the Elven Garden, so I can get the Noble. So that's good news. We need the heroes of Asur to step forward. For now is the time of heroes. Erect a totem that will bring them forth. Yes, sure. Okay, I will do. Thank you. Got a gold sigil sword. That'll be fun for someone, I guess. But not really necessary. So, I'm going to go ahead and level these guys again.
Never.
Yeah, looking at that army, I don't even know if I can take it with mine right now. I mean, I've only got one Eagle Claw Bolt Thrower left in that. This is a terrible start. Blimey. It's pretty exciting, isn't it, guys? So I'm going to raid Glittering Tower, I reckon. And let's have a look at this, see what it says about the auto-resolve.
Attack.
Pretty even. Pretty even. They do have towers, which will wipe me out. Tough one. Tough one. You know what? I'm going to take it. You know what? It's going to be another battle this episode. Okay? This will be an extra long one.
Bring me battle.
So yeah, don't worry guys, this will be easy.
Eagle Claw.
It'll be a really easy fight.
Orders received.
Because I've decided. So, let's see. Archers. And the Phoenix. And Tyrion. So, Tyrion and these guys are going to go straight for the walls. They're going to shoot on the walls. That's going to just do what it likes, I guess. And the Flame Spy Phoenix will win me the game. That's the plan. So let's do this.
Immediately. Orders received.
Okay. Nice and easy. Go, go, go. Come on, Phoenix. Go faster. Go faster. Okay, brilliant. He's here. And boom. Boom. Told you he was good at sieges. And I'll just get him stuck in there. So yeah, pretty good so far. maybe aim for those dread spears. So you can see they're already terrified and nearly dead. So now I'll go for the next lot. So yeah, now the dark shards aren't firing at me. So that's really good news. So yeah, as you can see, I will be winning this. And Tyrion's first up the ladder, so he'll be able to take out those dread spears easily. There's no space here, so these spearmen will be able to get up nice and quick. So yeah, it's going well. So those guys still being terrified away. Load of arrow fire concentrated on this bunch. Obviously he's still got these bleak swords, but I can just basically use Tyrion to do that, I think. Although he is pretty low on health, all things considered. Are they retreating? Hard to tell. Okay, so I want to get on these dark shards again. Okay, come on guys. Come on, chase them down. And, oh, they have a unit of dark shards back. All 19 of them. Can't be having that. So, okay, you know what? This will be quite close. More spearmen. Good news. Let's get in here, shall we? Come on, guys. Let's move. I could just go straight for the plaza, but nah, I'll try and kill him. I'll break their resolve. I think that's the best way to do it. These spearmen, only 12 left, so that's not so good. I'm going to charge in with these guys to help again, because their leadership is quite high. So I want to startle them with a giant bird. I know. Cheap tactic, but hey, you know. It's all good. So they're nearly dead. Great news. Oh, they're still going. Come on, go, shoot, be startled. I think they killed my 12 spearmen. Oh no. Stop shooting me. Just... Oh, they've broken. Great news. Maybe I shouldn't use the Eagle Claw Bolt Throw here? Move them forward a bit. Okay, now let's get in the back and terrify these guys. I can ignore these spearmen, it's fine. Come along now. And for taking this, I should get some pretty good replenishment. What are you doing?
Tyrion!
Tyrion. Okay, you really need to stop firing now.
Understood.
So it'll just be this guy left at the end, so that's fine. I just want to wrap up everything else. And then I can just get off the walls and flank it. No, he's had enough. There we go, it's a win. What did I tell you? Told you it'd be a piece of cake. Sorted. Close victory. It was only close because I only brought like 7 men. So you can see they outnumbered me hugely, but that didn't matter. They did very few kills. When you have a look at this, these guys killed almost no one. What did do a lot of killing was the towers. Those siege towers are deadly. I lost another 50 guys to the siege towers, so you know, got to watch out for that. My Phoenix was vital in that. Completely just ruined all of them. He just flew down the walls, did super damage, and it was job done. So yeah, it was pretty good, pretty easy. I mean, you know, it shouldn't have been. That should have been awful. But yeah, just you get the tools early on to be able to do some serious damage. And the archers were really vital in keeping that leadership down, because people don't like having arrows flying at them. You know, it's well, inconvenient to say the least. And or having, you know, fire bombarded on them, or having a giant, you know, mega flying firebird pecking at you is all quite scary. So, you know, you're able to break these sort of basic units quite quickly when you've got, you know, this sort of variety of tools. Because, yeah, arrow fire is going to put them off, artillery fire is going to put them off, giant bird is going to put them off, and, yeah. And Tyrion can just kill things all day. Look at that, 41 kills. So, yeah, pretty good.
The Assur have triumphed.
So yeah, there we go. So only 62 kills. 62 lost, rather. Should be down to 200 men, which is awful. But yeah, you know, 69 enemies captured, which is very, very important, seeing as how we're against the Dark Elves. Hopefully that's not a sign. So we just get another item. What was that? Again, it won't show us what they are. Oh, it's the Potion of Speed, of course. So now I've got a Potion of Speed. That's alright, you know, that's fine. If I have to chase down a hero, that can be very useful. So, you know, I've got no other items there, so I'll keep that for now. So yeah, I lost 1 unit of spearmen, which is a bit sad, but the rest, you know, they did okay. They did well. So I'm pretty chuffed, actually, with this. So I managed to take the fortress, and of course, it was basically just down to the Phoenix. That, like, those bombing runs they can do on the walls, you can just strip their defenses so quickly. And then with his terror, you know, once the fighting does start, you can just zip him across, terrify things. It's pretty huge. It's a huge asset to have a Phoenix in a siege. Because, yeah, just with the bombard abilities, but then terror is just the icing on the cake, really. So, pretty cool. And, you know, having Tyrion on foot rather than on horse, it meant that he could just get up on the walls and fight, you know, toe-to-toe. Because that's always dangerous. You know, as soon as you send spearmen up there, they come off the walls one at a time, and they just get, you know, overrun by, you know, well, bleak swords or whatever. So, yeah, having Tyrion mount the walls is very useful. So I just handled the right tools. So, still risky though. I could get attacked by that other army soon, and that would be bad. Annoyingly, very annoyingly in fact, I was hoping Occupy would give me some replenishment. But it turns out I've either got to loot and occupy it, or sack it, to do that. So, although the conquest penalty and provincial instability is going to be really, really bad, I'm probably going to lose this if I don't loot it. So I think I'm just gonna have to do that, guys.
Keep your filthy hands off.
It's not very high elven, is it? I'm gonna have to do it. I did it. I'm sorry, guys. But hey, you know, that's fine. We're doing great. So yeah, Invocation of Saurian is now unlocked. So let's have a quick look at our rights, shall we? Because we haven't done that yet. That's Intrigue at Court, which is the other thing that we can't afford because we have like none of that yet. So yeah, let's look at the rights. So the Invocation of Isha is really good. It puts up casualty replenishment rate. Could be useful. Also Untainted and removes attrition, which is very cool. The Invocation of a Saurian we also have. It adds +2 influence per turn. And it makes buildings cheaper, and it increases public order. This looks like something we need, actually. Having that extra influence, so it's 2 per turn for 5 turns, so it gets 10 more influence. Not huge, but, you know, it'll help. But then construction costs, seeing as how we're building our settlements up at the moment. And because I did sack that place, public order would be pretty good, honestly. So I think we should perform this right. So let's go ahead. So yeah, there we go. So now public order is only at -32. Oh my god. But there's +1, so that's nice. Despite the fact I haven't really built any public order buildings yet. But yeah, really concerned about these guys. However, they're very injured, and they're suffering attrition because they don't have a home province. So that could really help me. But now I can only get global recruitment. Oh dear god. Let's get an upgrade in here, shall we? Yeah. Let's get these spearmen and archers as good as we can. I think that's all we can do at this point. Oh my god. So that's very tense. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this as much as I haven't. It's been terrifying, honestly. I'm surprised. Usually these guys are just, you know, just easy, basically. They're excessively easy. They should be called the cult of excessive easiness. But yeah, but no, this has actually been quite a struggle. I've been in some pretty terrible battles so far. So yeah, hopefully the rest of this campaign will carry on in such an insane stead. So guys, so obviously this has been a very long episode. The next one will only be half an hour, and then on. I might throw in the odd bigger one. You know, if there's like, if I've just done a you know, performed a ritual and I'm fighting all those battles, I might make it longer because that's quite exciting. Otherwise, it'll probably be half an hour long, and I will try and keep a battle in, you know, at least one battle in every episode. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed this, because I'm very new to this. I've never done a, you know, a straight-up campaign Let's Play before. So, hopefully I did a good job of it. If I can improve anything, then let me know. Constructive feedback is always great, and, yeah, I'd love to hear it. So, yeah, let me know what you think. So, guys, if you enjoyed this video, please do comment, like, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Have a good day, guys.